In the meantime, it is time for our 99 questions about the college football season series. The question for today is inspired by UNC getting on the practice field today. UNC, based on when their first game is, can practice today. Who's going to be UNC's quarterback? Who's it going to be? Max Johnson, the transfer from Texas A&M. Conner Harrell, the returning underclassman who started the bowl game and played well last year for UNC after Drake May decided he was opting out. Or Jacoby Criswell, who was at UNC, lost the quarterback battle to Drake May a few years ago, transferred out, played elsewhere, transferred back in not long ago. We talked with Mack Brown, the head coach of UNC at ACC Kickoff, and he talked about the old school quarterback competition going on in training camp. And I'm getting the hold on 1 minute finger from Graham Hill, our producer for today. Now we have it. Here's Mack Brown.
You got to figure out, how do you prepare to get ready for Minnesota, and how much practice time do you have? How do you get them in game type situations? And I'm excited about that. But the truth is, nobody knew who Sam was. He was a good high school player, but he started the first game he was ever in Chapel Hill. Drake wasn't the starter till 10 days before the opening game because he and Jacoby were competing, and nobody was excited about that. So I think we've got three really talented guys, which most people do not have in that room anymore with transfers.
It is very tough.
So we do. And one of those three or two of those three are going to be really good, and I'm excited about it.
It's about deciding which of them is going to be really good and then giving them all the opportunities. I'm big on quarterback reps. Reps in the offense, rep with the skill positions, reps for timing. You need to get your reps. Mack Brown was asked by me at ACC Kickoff, when does he need to decide on that starting quarterback? And here's Mack Brown.
Yeah, I don't like to do it on game day for the first game. I don't think that's fair to the backup. Mm-hmm. I think or the starter didn't have enough time to talk to the team as the starter, and he didn't have enough time to talk to the media. So I want to do it between a week and 10 days because I want him to be the starter with that team and with the media before we get to game day.
A week to 10 days is not a lot of time. That's fascinating to me.
Here's the thing, though. It was enough time for Drake May, but here's the problem.
Well, Drake May was 10 days.
What'd I say?
No, he said a week to 10 days.
A week to 10 days,
so
yeah.
Acting like these guys, like the longest part of the range is what Drake May received. And these guys, and no disrespect to Max Johnson, Conner Harrell, Jacoby Criswell, I mean, it's not an insult to say they might not be Drake May, the number 3 overall pick in the most recent NFL draft.
But did we expect Drake May to be what Drake May was?
He was a pretty big recruit. I think people are pretty excited about Drake May.
Or is that just a little more of Mac just kind of teasing a little bit before?
Well, just
before
saying
the season?
7 days for, say, Conner Harrell and Drake May got 10. Like, I'd want to give them at least what Drake May received, right? I'd want to give them at least what he needed to be successful. To answer the question, who will be UNC's quarterback? I'm tempted to go Conner Harrell because I do like what he brought to the bowl game. I do like his answers at ACC Kickoff. We talked to him as well, and I asked him what did he learn from that bowl game that he played in, and he said, I got to protect myself when I run. He is an athlete, right? He is one of those dual threat quarterbacks, and if he can protect him, like that's a good lesson to learn. I really like what Conner Harrell is pushing, but I've watched college football long enough. I've been involved in college football long enough. I am probably a bit cynical, maybe a bit jaded. If you bring someone out of the transfer portal who's a big-name transfer from a big-name program, and there's probably some name, image, and likeness money involved, you don't like all that money, you don't like all that resource, you don't like all of those recruiting efforts to go to a backup. So I'm not saying he starts the whole season, but I think Max Johnson starts the opener. Conner Harrell next. Jacoby Criswell, just by the nature of the time he joined the group, he would have to be something very special to even get into the competition, and Mack Brown pretty much told us as much at ACC Kickoff.